Hello, it's Darla at Scrap Happens Here with Tuesday's tip. Well, I've been busy out in my workshop. I made this video once today, but I can't get it to upload, so I'm trying to do it directly on YouTube. And I had a friend who commented on a Facebook post where I had a cup of chai and said I was going to be out in my workshop creating, and there was this butterfly, and she said, I'm curious about the butterfly. So I told her, oh, I'll make my video about that tomorrow. So I'm here to show you, talk to you about brushos, and I'm using the Beautiful Day stamp set. The brushos give you really cool color effects, and they come in a pack of 5 different colors, and they're really fun to use. I've only used them on watercolor paper, which is what I'm going to show you today. These are what I did this morning for the video, but I'm going to do some more. I haven't used it on glossy paper. I'm dying to, and I haven't used it on vellum yet, so I have some things I want to try. But I wanted to show you today how to use it on the watercolor paper. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your spritzer and you're going to spritz your watercolor paper, and you'll notice that each of the little containers has a tack in it. This is because you don't want to lift the lid off. Your powder will go everywhere. So you put a tack in it, it creates a little hole, and then you're able to sprinkle some color onto your paper. And you can see it moving around there. That is Prussian blue, and I'm going to add a little yellow as well. Then I'm going to spritz it again to get the color moving. Maybe add a little more yellow. And then you can either let it dry like that, or you can dab it up with a baby wipe or a paper towel also. Either one works well. And then you just set it off to the side to stamp it later when it's dry. I have another one. I want to show you some of the other colors. It's messy. My ladies, they either loved it or hated it, and it is pretty messy, but it's super fun. So I'm going to add some brilliant red. And then some yellow. And then this is gamboge, I guess is how you say it. It's like an orange. I'm going to spritz that corner right here because it's just a little bit dry right there. And I want to add some color. Now this one, I want it to stay bright. You can see how as you dab it, it kind of dulls the colors a little bit. So this one I want it to stay bright. So I am going to set it off to the side, and I'm just dabbing. I had some edges that I missed. I'm just dabbing it in some of that water there that has color in it. I'm going to let this dry on its own. Here's one that I did earlier and let dry on its own. Actually, I did use my heat gun a little bit on it too, but it keeps the brightness. So I'm going to let this dry on its own. I'm going to show you one more technique, and if it's not quite dry, I'll finish it off with the heat gun. Let me fold this over so there's a little less water. I have some smudges, but it totally doesn't matter because you're going to add color to it. So, oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to stamp on it first and show you what happens when you stamp first. Oh my goodness, it fell right off of there. That's okay. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to let it dry for just a little bit. You can dry it with your heat gun as well. And then I'm going to ink it up, or spritz it. Now you'll see that it kind of runs the black ink a little bit. If you let it dry completely, that won't happen. But I kind of like the look of it. Now this one has a lot of dark in it, so I'm gonna dab some color off, and I'm gonna spritz it again. And add some brightness with the gamboge. I don't know how to say that color. And then just spritz it some more. I think it's a beautiful look. And you can do just about anything with it. Here's the finished card that we did in my class. And this is just using the blue and the yellow and the mossy green color. Then I use the Seaside embossing folder. Added some linen thread and some baker's twine and some of the sequins. So you can make some really beautiful cards with it. I want to show you this other one that I was just letting dry to keep the brightness. And here's the one that we dabbed. So this one I could either dab, but I think I'm going to let it dry because I really like the look of those colors. And then once these are completely dry, I just stamp my either my butterfly or my flower on it from Beautiful Day. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed the brushes. I hope you'll give them a try. They're lots of fun. I can't wait to play with them some more. There's so many things I want to try, and there's just not enough time in the day. But I'll keep plugging away. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next week for Tuesday's tip.